Hey everyone, welcome to Two Car Pros. My name is Ryan and today I'm going to show you exactly how to change the oil and filter for a 2015 Toyota Prius. This one's really easy. Just wanted to point out that when you are adding in the oil and checking the level, make sure the car is on a nice level surface. You should always be working on a level surface anyway. With all that out of the way, let's jump in. I'm going to go ahead and walk underneath the vehicle, give you a better sense of where we're working today. And it's right here. This car is missing its little flap, but there should be like a body clip here, maybe one over there, and you just take those and you can just flap it down. Mine doesn't exist, so I can't show that to you. What we're gonna focus on first is our oil drain bolt and our oil filter. Luckily, they're located in the same spot because Toyota knows what they're doing. So right here is our oil pan drain bolt, and we need to remove that. So with a 14mm socket or wrench, remove this bolt and have a catch pan ready. Go. It's also a good idea to wear gloves and eye protection when you're working with oil. There we go. Oh, this oil is brand new. If your oil looks like this, you probably don't need to change it, but oh well, we're already here. Next, I'm going to take some solvent and just spray that mating surface there because you can see that there is some stuff on there that we do not want interfering with our new seal. And then for the drain plug itself, I have installed a new washer. These are the ones that I just have. I will link the Toyota OEM ones down below in the description. They work better, but this one will work just fine. And I've also cleaned it, so it's nice and brand new looking. And we can just start that. And the torque spec is 27 foot-pounds, 27. There we go. And we're just going to clean that off so we don't get any false drippies. Great. So next we can remove the oil filter housing. And you might see that looks like somebody has broken it and tried to fill it with silicone rubber in an attempt to seal it because they probably took a punch and hammered on the wings here. They broke off the teeth up here as well, so this housing is pretty much no good. And I'm going to show you how to avoid getting into this situation. Is to buy one of these. This is the actual tool for it, and you buy one of these, you never have to worry about this again because it just goes over like that, and you can just remove it like a regular oil filter socket. If you own this car or any Toyota like this, they all use this, and it's worth the investment, and the link is located down below in the description. See how trivial that made that? Not bad at all. And then the rest of the way, just get the oil filter housing out of there, let the oil all spill on out. There you go. Alrighty, with our filter housing off of our car, we can just kind of grab the filter material and dispose of that properly. And then remove our little O-ring here, our little seal, and dispose of this. Great. So now you have the filter housing. Now mine, I'm not going to reuse because it has that hole that I showed you earlier and it's just kind of chewed up and not in awesome shape. I would not reuse this guy. What I would go do is buy one of these. This is a replacement unit. These are very, very affordable. They're everywhere. They're on a bunch of different Toyota makes and models. They're not very expensive. And look, it's brand new, has the torque spec and everything on there. So for yours, just treat this new one as it's the old one because I'm replacing it. Then we need our filter material. There is our part number, and of course the link is located down below in the description. And what we're gonna do is take the filter material, it doesn't matter which way it goes on, and just slink it all the way down, just like that, perfect. And take the O-ring, or seal, and we're going to just kind of roll it over the filter housing, like that, until it's in that groove right there between my thumbs. But you're not done just yet. What you're going to do is take some engine oil on the end of your finger and just wipe it around this seal. You never want to put seals on dry because you will tear them. There you go, nice and sauced up. Now we're ready to go back to the car. So the next thing I'm going to do, and some people kind of view this step as unnecessary, I disagree, I'm going to take some solvent and just kind of spray it on the mating surface and take a nice clean shop towel and just clean that off because I don't want any contaminants between the seal and the aluminum. There we go, look at that. Looks brand new. And then take our oil filter housing assembly, making sure our O-ring is in its home, right spot. You can just wind it in by hand for right this second. Use our handy socket to tighten it down. I'm just going to bring it down to touch like that. And the torque spec today is about 16 foot-pounds. On there it says 20 newton meters. But my torque wrench doesn't do newton meters, so I have to convert it. And there you go. It's not super crazy tight, so don't go nuts on it. You will crack this plastic housing, and then you'll be bumming. Under the hood now, we're going to go ahead and remove our oil fill cap. And place a funnel. And our oil for today is a full synthetic 0W20, and the link is located down below in the description. And the capacity with the filter change is 4.4 quarts, so put 4.4 quarts in. And there we go, 4.4 quarts are inside of the engine. So I can remove our funnel and replace our oil cap. Perfect. So the next thing we're going to do is start the engine and let it run for about 40 seconds or so, and then turn it back off and let it sit for about a minute. So now that we're sure that oil has circulated throughout the entire engine, we're going to let basically it kind of fall back down a little bit so we get a nice accurate reading on our oil level. Should be plenty of time. And I know it's super tough to see because the modern oils are very clear, but right there is where our oil level is. You could put a touch more in, but 4.4 quarts is totally perfect. I would just put that in and rock it. And what I like to do after I've done an oil change is just look underneath it. Is it just dumping oil on the ground? Look at what we just worked on, the filter housing and the drain plug. Are they leaking? Right now is the time to note this kind of a thing before you have a problem down the road, but this looks excellent and our oil change is all complete. All right, now we're on to the reset. So what we're going to do now is just power the vehicle on without starting the engine. So we're just turning the ignition on. So all lights come on. And then we're going to verify that we're on trip A. So we're actually on trip A already. That's great. If you're not on trip A, make sure you're on trip A. And then we're going to turn it off. And then we're going to hold the kilometer an hour versus miles per hour button while we push the power on button so the ignition comes on. And we're resetting it. Hold that button. Keep holding. Complete. And there you go. Reset. Not too bad. And then we can turn the car off. So that's how to replace the engine oil and filter on a 2015 Toyota Prius. This is exceptionally easy. You take this anywhere, they're going to charge you well north of $100 to do this much work. It's very, very easy. Just make sure that you dispose of your oil properly. Every single auto parts store has a waste disposal area for customers. That's you. And dispose of that there. You can also reach out to the EPA, and there's drop centers all over the country where you can dispose of your oil properly. Don't flush it down the toilet. Don't put in the drain. Don't do any of that. Dispose of your oil properly so we can keep this planet nice and clean. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting at all, please consider becoming a member by clicking the join button down below. It's a direct way to help the channel out, and your name will come before every single video going forward. Barring that, a like, comment, subscription go a whole long way of helping my channel out, and I so appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.